Good morning.
Good morning.
How you
My
doing?
name is Davina. I'm here for the help desk.
Okay, Mr. Gaines, good morning.
Good morning, Woody.
Good morning, guys. Have a seat. Okay, you guys are here for a second interview, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get right into it. Davina, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I recently got my A+ certification, and I'm studying for my Network Plus, which I was supposed to have by September 2015. I have a lot of experience with customer service, so I'm used to interacting with customers all day, every day. Even during my regular work schedule, if they need help or interrupting like a project or something, I always have to take out time to listen and adapt to the situation. And that's about it.
Okay, and Jamar, same question. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I also just recently got my A+ certification. I'm looking forward to receiving my Network Plus by the end of July. I got at least over 5 years customer service experience. I got about 4 months of A+, of help desk experience.
Okay.
I'm very energetic. I'm a people person, outgoing.
Okay, all right. And Jamar, tell me a little bit more about your training in the IT field.
Well, like I just said, I just received my A+ certification, so I only have a limited amount of experience, but I'm open to learning. I'm very coachable, but I know a little bit about the basics of help desk, A+, like
Okay, no problem. And Davina, you're training in the IT field.
Yes. So I recently got my A+. So with my A+, I learned basic things like spyware removal, operating system migration, operating system installation, whether you need a clean install or you need to migrate all your info to a brand new one. And I have a lot of experience with customer service, so I'm just used to interacting with different people at different times. My last job had basically had me doing administrative work while also interacting with customers.
Okay. And do you have any like detailed information work experience in the IT field?
In the IT field specifically, no.
Okay. How about you, Jamar? You have any detailed work experience in the IT field?
No.
Okay.
But I'm looking into doing some volunteer work to get more hands-on experience.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, Davina, let me ask you, why do you want to work here at the Department of Employment Services?
Well, I want to work here because I would say, well, the Department of Employment Services is about interacting with people and helping them to achieve their goals, whether it be career-wise or just getting their foot in the door, or just in general, just helping people get jobs or get a career in a sense, so they know where they're going.
Okay. And Jamar, how about you? Why do you want to work here?
I like to work in the Department of Employment Services, for one, because it does interact with people. Like I said, I'm a people person. I like helping others. And for two, I feel as though this would be a great place for me to help grow and to help me and just enter my IT field and help me move up in the ladder.
Okay.
It's a good platform.
Okay, good answer. Thank you. Jamar, let me ask you, what experience do you have with showing people how to operate a new, how to use a new operating system?
Well, like I said, I'm just now starting off in the field, so I don't really have that much experience with hands-on and helping other people. Showing them exactly, I ain't really get that experience yet, so I'm just starting off.
Okay. And how about you, Davina? Experience showing people how to use a new operating system?
Well, at my previous job, I also did a little bit of technical. It wasn't exactly in my job description, but basically what I did was you have to, basically we had a meeting where they had to introduce us to the new operating system. So basically, it's basically just a big presentation with a lot of slides, and you have to take them through each individual slide, and then after you do the presentation, you have to actually take them to the computer and show them step by step how to do it.
Okay. And Davina, have you had to work in an environment, excuse me, where you dealt with confidential information?
Yes, I recently worked in a nursing home, so we was obliged by the, I have a HIPAA certification, so I'm used to dealing with confidential information, so we know that we're not supposed to get our information that we're not supposed to.
Okay. And how about you, Jamal? Have you worked with confidential information?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Not a problem. Jamal, let me ask you, describe to me what a top-notch customer service experience with you would be like.
As me delivering the customer?
Yes.
Top-notch customer service. Well, it all comes down to make sure the customer is happy and satisfied, and make sure their problem is fixed. This is what all it boils down to at the end of the day. Is make sure the customer is satisfied. So, on off that, I would say listening to their problem, helping them fix their problem in a timely manner, and yeah, listen to their problem, fixing their problem, doing it in a timely manner.
Okay, great. And Davina, same question. What would they describe what a top-notch customer service experience with you would be like?
Well, top-notch customer service is basically make sure the problem is solved and doesn't reappear again. So even after I solve the customer's problem, I'll make sure I call back to verify that everything's working well and that their problem was fixed.
Okay. And Davina, can you tell me about a time when you had to deal with a hostile customer or caller? How did you handle the issue, and is there anything you would have done differently?
So at my last job, there was a walk-in about someone getting information they were not supposed to. So the normal person that would handle it was not there, so I had to basically take down notes about what the problem was and make sure that I diffuse the situation, make sure I calm the person down, make sure that they understand that I'm here to help them and that we're going to get it all resolved in a timely manner.
Okay. And Jamar, same question for you. Tell me about the time you had to deal with a hostile customer or caller. How did you handle the issue? And is there anything you would have done differently?
Well, the time I dealt with a hostile caller, it wasn't in the IT department, obviously, because I'm just not getting started, but it was at a restaurant where a customer misplaced the order online, but placed it for the wrong store. So all he did was tell her she was very hostile, angry, all he was trying to explain to her, she just bring the receipt in, show us that she verified it, that she actually paid for it, but maybe that we'd still give it to her even though it's in a different store.
Okay. All right, great. Okay, next question, guys. I want you all to read that. And the question is, how would you prioritize these three situations from most important to least important, and why? A, CEO can't print a document. B, no one in the company can access the internet. And C, the video conference equipment in a conference room is not working. So again, I want you to prioritize from the most important to least important. CEO can't print, no one in the company can access the internet, and video conference equipment in conference room is not working. And so I'm going to start with Jamal.
I have a question.
Yes.
With C, is it a conference that is about to start, or it's just not working period?
It's just not working yet. It's not about to start now. Good question.
Okay, first I would put B, no one in the company can access the internet. If there's more than one person in the company, so nobody's able to do their job, they wouldn't be backed up for the day. Then A, I would go to the CEO, because he is the top dog, so we have to make sure he can print his documents. And C, I do the video conference coming nice, because there's no meetings or anything coming up, so that really isn't that important.
Okay. And how about you, Davina?
I would say the first thing I would deal with is no one in the company can access the internet, because that's affecting the whole organization. You don't know when anyone needs to use the internet, so everybody needs to be connected. The second one would be the CEO can't print. I don't know if it's an important document or not, but obviously he has to keep everything going and flowing well. And the last one, the video conference equipment, it would be the last thing, because it might be something that somebody needs in a day or two, but not like right then and there.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, those are the only questions I have for you guys. Davina, you have any questions for me?
What's the environment here at DOES?
It's a pretty fast-paced environment where you guys will be working for help desk. It's constantly busy in terms of phone calls. A lot of people have just really basic needs. connectivity, printer issues. So those kind of your everyday basic needs. But every now and then we do have some major issues coming up. So for the most part in the IT department, it is a constant, fast-paced environment.
Okay, do you know your SLA?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's something you have to talk to the specific IT manager about that.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Jamar, any questions?
What benefits come with the job?
Benefits, you do accrue annual leave and sick leave every pay period, and we also have health benefits to include vision, also life insurance, and things like that.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, that's it.
Okay. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Have a good day.
Sir.